So in today's video, I am going to do another shop my stash. In the beginning of this, I kind of want to talk about the products that I had last time. I filmed it quite a long time ago, and I've kind of moved things around within that collection since then, only because I was out of town when I wasn't expecting to be, so things just kind of got a little crazy the past month and a half. But I'm just gonna like go in and start talking about the products that I did have in my shop my stash first. Okay, so first two things I want to talk about are both my concealer and the foundation. I chose out the Clove and Hallow concealer. This is one of my favorites. It worked really well for me right now because I am still so pale, minus today. I have a crap ton of blush and bronzer on, so I look a little odd, but regardless, this concealer normally matches me pretty well. It's a slight like pink undertone, but other than that, it's usually a really good shade match for me. It's one of my favorite formulas. I really enjoy it. I'm getting down there in it though. It doesn't have a lot of product in it to begin with, so yeah, I don't have a ton left in that. So now that I am getting a little bit more tan, I do think I need to choose a concealer that's just a little bit darker, or at least a little bit more yellow. I chose the First Aid Beauty Triple Protection Skin Tint. Again, this is one of my favorite products. I love skin tints. I love really light coverage right now. It's just kind of what I'm into. I really enjoy that type of formula. Yeah, I love it. I don't know what else to say about this. It's just a really good formula. I don't think they make this anymore, but they do have like a skin tint version in their line still, I believe. This product, this is one of my favorites in my collection. So I was sent this from Pixie Beauty. It's the Vitamin C plus under eye brightener. I've only used this a couple times because I received a different under eye brightener. I received one from Becca Cosmetics, so I've really been using that one a ton. Although this one isn't bad, it's kind of like an interesting packaging. I really like the packaging, like a nice squeeze tube. I do think this would benefit me more when I am a little bit deeper. It's a very thin coverage. Like, it's not, what's the best way for me to describe it? It's not a full coverage opaque under eye brightener or under eye corrector. It's very thin light coverage, which is what I look for in a product like this. I do need to use it a little bit more. I've really didn't use this much when I did have it in my shop my stash. I really just dug into the Becca one, so I do need to give this guy a little bit more love. So I might keep this in my collection again for my shop my stash for this round again, just to get more use out of it, because I haven't shown it enough love. And I mean, the consistency of it is really nice, so I do feel like it would work well, especially now that it's getting nicer and warmer out. So yeah, those are my thoughts so far. Two products that I actually did get a lot of use out of. I used this blush from Revlon. It's the Insta Blush. This is the shade Nude Kiss. I rave about this all the time because I'm literally obsessed with this product. I am going to put it back this time around though, just because I do use it all of the time. It's quite literally one of my favorite colors and formulas in my like blush formulas. It's just so easy to use. It's so thin, like it's kind of foolproof, and that is like the main reason why I love this. I use it without any other makeup. I use it on full glam. Like, you cannot go wrong with this formula and this color too. This is like the best color that they have, I swear. I do want to see them come out with more colors though. They haven't in a very long time. So yeah, this is the Revlon Insta Blush in the shade Nude Kiss. You can find this at almost every drugstore. I found this in Target, I believe. Next up, this guy was kind of like on the chopping block, and maybe I'll do like makeup that's on the chopping block video, because this would be one that's in it. It's the Sephora blush palette. I did use this a few times and I just came to the conclusion that I don't need it. I bought this specifically when I was doing bridal makeup. It had like one of the best mauve nude blushes, and then there's some deeper tones down here that work really, really well on the darker skin tones that I worked with when I was doing bridal makeup. There's this really pretty like shimmery bronze, and it doesn't look like it would be much of anything, but it really does look so pretty on the cheeks, you know, sheared out. It's just, it's not what, excuse me, I have an itch. It's just not what I reach for, if that makes sense. So, you know, there's so many other colors in my collection that I love so much more, that I can get so much more use out of, and this has just been lacking in my collection. So I don't know what to do with this at the moment. I still enjoy using it when I do reach for it. I just rarely reach for it. I do think I'm going to put it back. Maybe I'll decide further when I do like a makeup that's on the chopping block video, but until then, this guy's gonna go back. And I don't think they sell that blush palette anymore either, so it's kind of a, you know, a bummer if you were looking into it. A blush palette that is available still, and I did have in my Shop My Stash, is from Natasha Denona. It's the Love Glow Cheek Palette. I used this a ton, like a lot. I love this palette. It's truly one of my favorites. Man, I love the tones in here. I'm not a huge like pink person. I say that, and then like I've been wearing all these pink like blush looks and like mauve pink eye looks, at least recently. Like if you look on Instagram, you'll see that my Instagram is full of them recently, but this is what I've been wearing when I don't want to wear a lot of bronzer, or I'm just going really light in bronzer, and I'll just really like go in with this cream blush shade here, and then I'll top it with this as a highlighter. This is their like diamond powder, and it can be more opaque, but I like how it can look just so sheer and glossy. Look how freaking glossy that looks. I barely touched it. It's just such a pretty, like glossy, glittery type of formula, and it really does look so good on the face. So yeah, I've been loving this. I used it quite a bit, but now I need to put it back so I can get used in some other things in my collection this round. The bronzer that I picked out for this Shop My Stash was my Coconut Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan bronzer in the shade Tantastic. If you don't know, I've always had major pan on this. I've been slowly making the pan larger because I've been using it more. I forgot how much I enjoy this powder bronzer. I've been using a lot of cream products recently, but like one of my Project Pan products that I'm trying to finish is the Makeup Forever HD powder, and that really mattifies my face and like it just makes it really mattified. So I need to use more of a like powder bronzer if I haven't laid like a cream bronzer down underneath that powder. So I've been actually using this a lot because I've been using that powder so much. I love this powder. Like you can't beat a good like neutral toned bronzer. This is one of the best on the market. It is borderline too dark for me when I'm a Ferris, but now that I'm starting to get some color back in me. It's a really, really good color match. I've been using it a lot. You've seen it tagged on Instagram a lot if you follow me over there. So yeah. Lip products. So I picked out quite a bit, and I've used them all at least once. I can genuinely say I've used them all at least once. So one set I've used is the Lord & Berry Maxim Crayon lipsticks. These are some of my favorite types of lipsticks because they are in a like crayon form. I really enjoyed the color, the payoff of it, the wearability of it was so easy. I did really enjoy these, although I do want to pick a couple different shades in my collection now, so I am gonna take those out. I also picked out the Bite what is this? The Matte Cream Lip Crayon, and I have it in the shade Glace. Again, I only used it like once. I just use, I have so many lip products. I'm constantly using so many different ones, so it's hard to like keep at just one in specific. And I also use the Nars Bahama Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. I've used this more than once. This is like one of my favorite colors, especially from the Nars brand. I love this one. This is shade Bahama. Yeah, I might keep this one, and I don't know. I haven't decided yet. This is like, it's one of my favorite purse colors. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Lastly, for lip products that I added into my Shop My Stash this round was from Maxim. It's the Full On Lip Cream lip gloss. I hate these. I mentioned then in the Shop My Stash that I literally hate these. I can't get over the like minty tasting, the minty taste of it. I don't like that. I don't like how it makes my lips feel cold. So I did get some use out of this, realized I really do hate this so much. So I am not going to put this back in my collection. I'm actually going to declutter it. So, you know, the whole point of doing the Shop My Stash and coming back and talking about these products is so I can give you an more in-depth thought on the products and if I've been enjoying them or not. And I can gladly say I have not been enjoying this. I don't like products like this, so it's not a surprise that I'm not gonna try and finish this. I don't like it. This is the shade White Russian too, if you're wondering. But lastly are the eyeshadow palettes. So I chose the Marc Jacobs Stiletto eyeshadow palette. I didn't use this at all, and not for the reason you would think. I normally love this palette, but I received a lot of eyeshadow palettes and I purchased a lot of eyeshadow palettes within the past month. So unfortunately, these have gotten neglected. Actually, all of the palettes in this Shop My Stash have gotten really neglected. I think I've reached for the other two twice, maybe. But yeah, I didn't use this guy at all. It's kind of sad. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in my Shop My Stash because I do have so many new eyeshadow palettes that I'm really like trying to get my footing on and seeing like how much I'm enjoying them. So you're probably not going to see this one again for a little bit. I'm sorry. Again, this was another eyeshadow palette that I had in my Shop My Stash. It's the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe eyeshadow palette volume 1. I used this with a new palette that I purchased and I actually enjoyed the look that came out with it. So I only used this about once or twice. It's such a good summer palette. I don't know, I might keep this in. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. We'll see. The last palette that I had in my Shop My Stash is from Makeup Revolution. This was sent to me. It's the Forever Flawless Affinity palette, and this is what it looks like. It's very neutral but beautiful. I love the glitters that they put in here, and I really want to get some good use out of the glitters. Again, I've just received so many freaking palettes recently. I've only dipped into this 2 or 3 times, but the times I did turned out really well. I really enjoyed it. I went traveling unexpectedly and got stuck way longer than I planned to be, so I didn't have much of my makeup that I took with me because I wasn't going anywhere because of COVID. So I didn't wear makeup a lot then. So this was kind of a bad month. I'm hoping like the products I really choose this today, like you're gonna have a good overview of what I feel like during the next video for the update. So that's it that I wanted to talk about. So let's hop into the new products I want to pick for May's basket. A couple things I want to pull out from here. I have some lashes, and I just got these sent to me. I don't have the lashes inside because I already used them, but Kiss and Influencer sent me the magnetic eyeliner and lash duo. So I'm gonna add these to my collection so I can try and use them up more and see how I like these. So I'm gonna add these. Also, excuse me, I need some black pencil liner. I think I want to go with this guy. This is from Lord & Berry. It's the smudge proof waterproof eyeliner. It's just one of their black eyeliners. This is actually such a good eyeliner, so yeah, I'm gonna add this guy as well. Okay, I need to add a mascara. I have a couple open right now. This is one of the ones I have open. I just got this sent to me from Makeup Revolution quite recently. It's the Lift and Define 5D Lash Extra Dimension Mascara. Just nothing special about this. So this really is one of the better mascaras to use when I do have like lash extensions, or not, excuse me, not lash extensions, when I'm using fake lashes. So I'm gonna add this guy, and I think I'm going to pick another one. I just opened this one to test it out. It's from CoverGirl. It's the Lash Blast mascara in their clean version. Again, it's just kind of okay. I still need to have like more thoughts on this, so I'm gonna add this into my Shop My Stash just so I can further round my thoughts out with this. Lash mascara. I already have some good brow products. I don't think I'm gonna add anything else. There really isn't anything else I genuinely use. Move that over. I have some liquid liner in my my project pan, so that I'm not gonna add anything else to that. I think I'm gonna add this. This is the Rare Beauty primer, base primer. I've actually been enjoying this a lot. It's a very light tint. It doesn't show up super light on me. It's, you know, very light coverage, but I do enjoy this more than the other one that I've been trying to finish, which is from CoverGirl. So yeah, I'm gonna add this to my Shop My Stash, just get some more thoughts on it. It is a new product. I just got it sent to me from Rare Beauty. So yeah, I'm gonna add this guy. Or I'm gonna move on to my liquid lipstick drawer and see if I can pick out a shade or two from there. So this drawer holds all of my matte liquid lipsticks. I do want to pick out a few shades. I just don't know what I want to pick out. I think I'm gonna do this Physicians Formula lipstick. This is the shade All Natural Nude. It's like one of my favorite nude liquid lipsticks, so I'm gonna add this. I'm also gonna add this one. It's from YSL. It's the Tatouage Couture Velvet Cream lipstick. I have the shade 201. It's just like their like pure red color. So beautiful. It's getting summery out, so I think I'm gonna add this in as well. Okay, I don't know if I want to add any more or not. I think I'll add this guy just so I can get some more thoughts on this. This was sent to me. It's from Pop Beauty. It's the Permanent Pout Liquid Lipstick. I've used this a couple times, but nothing to the extent that I would have like good, like full thoughts on it. So I do think I'm gonna add it to my Shop My Stash. It's just a good nude tone. I think that's gonna be it for this drawer for right now. I mean, throughout the month, I usually tend to pull a bunch of stuff anyways, so the lipsticks are always the ones that are up in the air to begin with. All right, this drawer is kind of interesting. In the back here, I have my sprays, and I have one spray left that I'm using in my project pan, but it is almost out. So I think I want to add one more. This is also from Pop Beauty. They sent me the Makeup Magnet Mist. I actually have used like a decent amount of it for not having it very long. I think I want to add this into my Shop My Stash. I really like the spray nozzle on this. It's a super fine mist, and so far I'm liking it. I'm also looking for like really light coverage foundation. So I think I want to add this skin tint from Jasmine Beauty. It's the Life's a Beach skin tint. I have it in the shade Laguna Beach. Again, I just want some really light coverage, but this is a little too light for me, like in shade. So I think I want to mix it in with this. This is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. I have it in the shade 128 Warm Nude. This is my like summer shade in this, but it's a really good mixer. I feel it would be a good mixer with this one since this one's just a little too light for me. So I think mixing them both together would be good. And this adds me a little bit more coverage on the days that I want more. So yeah, as far as like concealers, I've already stated earlier, I want to add this back into my Shop My Stash. So I'm just going to go do that now. And then for, I don't even know. I have my Project Pan concealer, but I do think I'm going to add this guy just since it's a little bit darker than my Project Pan. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have a huge dent in this. Like, there's no way I have that much product left, so I'm going to try and get some good use out of this the next week or so. I think for powder, I want to use this guy. This is from Becca Cosmetics. It's that new Light Shifter Finishing Veil. Again, I have a loose powder in my Project Pan, so I'm really trying to finish that up, but I'll use this guy as my pressed powder. Okay, and I need, trying to think here. I need a good primer and a good sunscreen. This is new, so I think I'm going to use this guy. This is from Bliss. It's the Blockstar Invisible Daily Sunscreen. It's a mineral sunscreen. I just got this sent to me as well. It's really nice. I actually really enjoy this so far. So I am going to add this in so I can get some more thoughts on this. For one more primer, I just picked it out. I was using the Dior a lot the last week, so I kind of want to switch it up. I do have a primer still in my Project Pan, but I do want to add one more from my Shop My Stash. This is from Good Molecules. It's the silicone-free priming moisturizer. So this is a really nice moisturizer and primer. I just haven't used it for quite a while, so I want to add it back into my collection and get some more good use out of it for this Shop My Stash. Down here is all of my blushes. These are all my highlights, and then over here are all of my bronzers. I really don't know what I want to pick out. I'm gonna bring this guy out. This is the blush balm from Flower Beauty. I have this in the shade Nectar. Oh, it's just such a good color, especially for the season. So I'm gonna add this guy. I have my Tarte blush in Concept from my Project Pan, so I'm only gonna add one more, I think. I just don't know which one I want to add. Okay, so I think I want to add this guy. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush, and this is the shade Rosy Pink. This, I love these type of tones for this season. It's just like a very cool tone blue baby pink color. So for my highlighter, I'm going to bring this guy in. I've been using this every single day to layer like a powder highlight on top of it. This is the Marc Jacobs Spotlight Stick. If you've never seen it before, then you've clearly never seen a video of mine. This is what the actual product looks like. It's just a really sheer like cream highlighter, and I adore it. To go with that though, I want to add this big guy. This is the Catrice Sungasm Face and Body Highlighter. I really love this highlighter. This is such a good highlighter. I want to get some good use out of it, so I'm going to add this to the Shop My Stash. For bronzer, I was going to add this Power Bronzer from Danessa Myricks, but I've already used this a load. So I'm gonna put this back. I have a cream bronzer already in my Shop My Stash, but I know I'm gonna use it up soon. So I'm gonna stick with a cream bronzer I haven't used with recently. It's from Tarte. It's the, which one is this? This is the Breezy cream bronzer. I have it in the shade Seychelles. This is what it looks like. I actually have a good dent in it. Yeah, I just want to get some use out of it. I really haven't used it recently. So yeah, I was debating between these two to add a powder bronzer. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is very new to my collection. This is the Reloaded bronzer in the shade Holiday Romance. It's just a really nice glowy powder, and it's a very light toned one, and all the bronzers I have right now are not light toned. This one is also a baked bronzer like the Makeup Revolution one. This is from Kosas. This is the shade Medium in their Sun Show bronzer. So again, this is also a really, really nice bronzer. I haven't gotten much use out of it because it is such a much darker color from my skin tone. I'm just debating between the two, which one I'd get more use out of. I feel like between these two, I want to go with the Makeup Revolution one. So I'm going to add the Makeup Revolution one to my Shop My Stash instead. Now on to eyeshadow palettes. There are a lot. I definitely know I want to add this one. This is from BH Cosmetics. It's the Lost in Los Angeles palette. I literally just purchased this. So I want to get some good use out of this. It's so pretty. It's perfect for the season. So yeah, I want to get some good use out of this. Just bought it. Need to use it some more. So yeah, I'm gonna add this one. This is the Going Coconuts palette. I'm sure everyone and their mother has seen this one. So I just want to use it. It's a very neutral palette, so I think I can get some good, easy use out of it, and I think it'll pair well with everything else. Oops, this one as well. This is Meant to Be. Again, I just recently bought this one as well. I haven't used this palette, at least not yet. So I think for that reason, I want to add it into my collection. And honestly, I feel like this palette will go so well with the one from Lost in Los Angeles. Let me grab that here. It will just match so well. I don't know. What do you think? And again, I think I just want to focus on those three, really get some good use out of them. Any others that I want to add? Actually, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to add one more. I think I'm going to add this one. I also just recently got this one. It's from Makeup Revolution. It's the Ultimate Nudes Light Eyeshadow Palette. It's supposed to be like the dupe for the light version of the nude palettes from Huda Beauty. I really adore these like purple shimmers, so I think it'll pair both really well with Going Coconuts and my BH Cosmetics palette. So that is everything, you guys. That's everything I'm going to add to this Shop My Stash. Stay tuned, see how I feel next video, see how those worked out for me, and yeah, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I hope this was interesting, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.